Let's talk about bags when you go on your backpacking trip or what you use. Now, inside my backpack, I run a trash bag. Super cheap. And it pretty much keeps everything completely dry in there. But I have a second layer of protection. And what I use is these Summit Dry Sacks is what I use. And that's how they come in when they come in. They look like this. I mean, literally, they weigh ounces. They really do. They're waterproof. They expel the air. I mean, it's really nice. When you have a quilt this big, and the reason most people use down is because they pack up really nice. And you don't leave a down sleeping bag packed in your pack. It'll destroy it. So, you take your bag and you pack it and you shove it in there. Now that's a pretty big sleeping bag as you've seen. That one's good for minus 10 Fahrenheit. And when you start, you're going to see something like this and you're going to think, well, that's not going to go in there. And you're actually wrong. You're just going to keep shoving. And that's why people like down, because it packs up small, basically. You get a lot of warmth. And it doesn't require a lot of room. Now, if you were to use a regular blanket, it would be heavy, and you would not get it inside your bag. And once you get it, put it on the ground, press it all the way in. And this is literally pushing it. Okay? And there's what it looks like when it's done. So I got that whole bag in there. Now then you take the top. I need to push it a little bit more. So then you take your top, and twist your top a couple times while pushing down. And it's letting the air out as I do this. When you're happy with it, bring it over and clip it. And now that is completely waterproof and ready to go. This one is a 13 liter. And normally when I use my hammock, I'd buy a hammock in here. But that is a 13 liter bag. Now these things are usually pretty expensive by Sea to Summit. They seem to be half price when I bought these, and I was like, wow. So this is quite a deal. I picked up another 13 liter, which is this one. And this one here is an 8 liter. Now the reason I got the 8 liter and I got it in blue was basically because I wanted an 8 liter. And you'll see that's that there. For my clothes. So with an 8 liter, and I got it in blue so it's a different color, but with an 8 liter, I can put in a couple pairs of pants, a couple shirts, a couple socks. You know, I can load this up pretty good. And then I can squash it down and seal it up. Now understand, like I've said, this is a second layer of protection. Now, you can't run a knife across this or be foolish and not take care of them. I mean, you will damage them. They're not indestructible. So you got to be a little bit careful with them. Not that much, but you still do. And basically, I use them just for things I definitely don't want to get wet, like my clothes, my down sleeping bag. My down sleeping bag gets wet. That's the end. I mean, I'll freeze to death. I got to go home. But some things that you put in your backpack, you really, really have to take care of. And not unless you like wearing wet clothes. Now, some people take clothes, put them in big Ziplocs, You can improvise all kinds of things. You could take a garbage bag, put it in there, roll it up. This is just more convenient. This packs things down tight, as you can see. And as you push down on the top, the air comes out. And this just makes it easy to put in the pack. I mean, when you put this in the bottom of your pack, it fits really nice. You know, you start putting these type of things in the bottom of your packs, because it squashes it down, it fits in your pack nice. So this is what I used. I've used these for years. Anytime they go on sale, I go buy a couple. And like I said, that's a 13 liter. This is a 8 liter. Yeah. And that's usually the hardest part. The hardest part is figuring out what size or what liter you need is basically the hard part. And when you get it, don't just leave it in there. Make sure you take it out. Do a test on it. Make sure there's no rips, tears, or anything like that. So that way you know what you're doing. So, packaging ain't too bad. That's what I use for inside my pack. And I just buy one here, two there, you know, and I throw them on the shelf. So why would I need 4 or 5 of these bags? Well, I don't, but I have other people that camp in my household, and they need to put their stuff away too. It's just not one person living here. So it comes in handy. But I use the 13 liter for my sleeping bag. I use an 8 liter for my clothes. I may pick up another 8 liter for smaller stuff. But these things, I'm telling you, they're the Summit Evac bags. They truly are awesome. They really are. I've never had anything ever get wet, moisture, anything. Okay, so if you're looking for a dry bag, I have a couple links in the bottom for Amazon. You can pick them up. Like I said, they're on sale right now. Best bags I've ever used for keeping things dry. I've never had any complaints at all. So, like I said, inside the backpack, I keep a trash compactor bag that keeps the general stuff pretty dry. And then I run these bags as like a second level of protection for my really important items, like my down sleeping bag, like my clothes, stuff like that. Now, your dirty clothes, you could get, you know, an 8 liter in a different color and use it for your dirty clothes, or you can just throw those in a regular garbage bag. But to keep them separated. So go check them out. Go pick yourself up a See the Summit Evac bag. And they call them an Evac event because when you press down on them, you'll hear the air escape. And you'd wonder, how is that waterproof? But it is. It really is. But these things are awesome. So if you're camping, bugging out, whatever you're using, go pick one up. They have huge ones too. Humongous ones that are a great deal. That you may want to use for a get out of Dodge type of bag instead of an actual pack. I mean, if you think you could just load it up, pick it up and go. Because it does have a handle on it. You know, you can grab the bag and go. It does have a plastic, I don't know if I can see that, plastic thing up here. You can hook. You can tie this on the bottom of your backpack. You can do a lot of things with these bags. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Like I said, links in the bottom. Pick yourself up some of these bags and keep your stuff safe. See you later.